Hey, first grade parents, I'm Rhonda Walker and I work with the Lawrence County School System. We are very excited about the opportunity to be able to share with you a parent packet. And this parent packet contains a reading game and a math game for you to play with your child. First, I want to show you the math game. In your packet, you're going to see these cute ladybugs. If you'll notice, they have blue spots and they have yellow spots on them. So they are for you to cut out, sort based on their color of spots, and then have an opportunity to play a couple of games with your child. Now, in your packet, you will find the directions to both the games. Basically, you're going to let your child turn over each color card. In the first game, say the ladybug has 3 blue dots. So you're going to say, okay, what number represents 3? And your child can write a 3. Now, our purpose is to get them to write the equation. So they're going to flip over the other card. Maybe it has 2. So you're going to say, okay, so let's add with the plus sign a 2. And if we put both of those together with the equal sign, what is going to be our sum? And if they cannot tell you like that, let them just by saying 3 plus 2 more equals 5, then let them count the spots on the back of the ladybugs. Another game you can play with that is you will see we've placed a Ziploc bag with a number line on it. Now, the kids can use this number line. They flip over 2. They're going to take the top of the Ziploc and they're going to go to the 2 till they match up. And then we add 3 more, or whatever the other number is. They're going to add 3 more. 1, 2, 3. And then they will end up on the 5. If your child is fluent with all the numbers on the back of these ladybugs, go ahead. Maybe put 5 to 10 spots on the back of ladybugs or numbers and let them add like that. Just letting them add a lot of practice with their addition facts. But it's okay for them to add the spots if that's where they are. It's okay for you to get out manipulatives, such as little squares or erasers, anything you have around the house, so that they can count. We want them to understand what they're doing with the numbers and what the numbers represent. Now, also in your packet, you're going to find a couple of games that you can play to help your child read. The first one is called a building words game. Now, you'll see we've got the materials and we have the directions in here. Now, I love this game and I think kids think it's so much fun. There are actually 4 squares. You've got 2 on the front and 2 on the back. And you have your vowel in the middle. So your child can go, oh, let's see, C, then I'm going to A, and then I might try B over here. Okay, so let's do cab. Is that a real word or a nonsense word? Cab's a real word. And then maybe if they're not familiar with a cab, because we don't live in the city, you explain what a cab is. So they're getting some vocabulary with it. They can put the real words over here, and they can put the imaginary or nonsense words over here as you go through. So you see we have A, E, I, and O. Now, what we want is for your child to become automatic with it. For them to be able to look at that C-A-B and not have to go cab, but they just go cab. C-A-N would make can. That's what you're working toward. Okay? Your child may be in different places with this. Now, we've also included another game that I think you're going to find fun, and it's the read and roll fluency phrases. So on this, of course, we have the directions. I think we have 4 or 5 different cards, and we also have a dice. Basically, what you do, we'll just take this one for example, is you roll the dice, and then your child says, oh, okay, for example, I rolled a 2. So let's look and read number 2. So he may say, look out for the gap. Look out for the gap. So your goal is for him to say it fluently, which means just like I'm talking to you. Look out for the gap. Now, if they're really good at that and it's already automatic, I would go ahead and come, Matt is tall. Dab your glue. And I'd let them read the whole line. But if they're struggling and they're having, look, I don't know what that word is, for the gap, then have them reread it. Look out for the gap. Maybe let them read it 3 times until it's fluent. Then roll another dice. You don't want them to get frustrated. You want it to be fun. So we have included 6 different of these roll and reads, and they'll have a few high frequency words on it, and they'll also be practicing that short vowel sound that's in the middle of a consonant vowel consonant word. So those are the games. We hope that you and your child enjoy playing, and we thank you for partnering with us at Lawrence County School System to ensure your child's success.